you can find a comfortable seated position, straightening your spine, resting your hands wherever feels natural to you. And when you're ready, gently closing your eyes, drawing your focus inwards, feeling the points of contact on your mat, and wherever your hands are resting on your legs. Consciously relaxing your muscles around your eyes, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the shoulders and stomach, releasing your hips and legs down to your toes. And bringing your awareness to your breath, following the continuous movement of air in and out from your nose. And breathing in deeply, expanding your belly. And releasing through the mouth. Inhaling deeply, expanding the belly. And releasing. And one more deep breath, expanding your belly. And releasing. And letting your breath return back to neutral. Inhaling and exhaling your right ear down to your right shoulder. Keeping your left shoulder down and relaxed. Also have the option to extend out that arm. And inhaling the neck to center. And exhaling down to the other side. Extending the opposite arm. And inhaling to center. Exhaling your chin down to your chest, keeping your spine straight. Inhaling the chin up. And placing your right hand on the ground at your side. Reaching up and over with your left arm. Engaging that whole arm. Looking up at your fingertips. Inhale, coming back to center. Reaching up and over with the right arm. Looking at your fingers. And coming back to center. Inhaling the arms up to cactus so that your elbows are at the same height as your shoulders, and then reaching those elbows back to open the upper chest. Keep breathing deeply. and releasing the arms. And we'll come to meet in all fours position on the hands and knees. First rocking forward and backward on your wrists. Turning your fingers outwards and rocking side to side. And gently flipping the wrists over, applying gentle pressure one at a time. And finding your all fours position. Inhaling up the right leg, keeping your abs tucked in and your hips squared. And releasing the leg down. Inhaling up the left leg behind you. Pushing down and away with your shoulders, away from your ears. And releasing. Inhaling, rounding the spine, looking down. Exhale, arching, looking up. Inhale, rounding the spine. And exhale, arching. Inhale, rounding. And exhale, arching. Inhale, rounding. And exhale, arching. And finding your neutral spine. Pushing back to your plank, lowering down onto the knees, bending the elbows, keeping them close to the side body, extending the elbows up, lifting the hips up and back to our downward dog, keeping the knees bent on this first down dog, reaching your chest towards your thighs, spreading the fingertips wide and relaxing your neck, staying with your breath. Inhale, walking your feet into the middle of your hands, coming up halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Inhaling the arms up overhead. Exhale to back bend. Inhaling up, exhale, folding forward, hinging at the hips. Inhaling up halfway. Exhaling the hands down, stepping back to your plank, lowering onto your knees, bending the elbows, tucking the toes to extend the elbows, and lifting the hips up and back to our downward dog. This time pedaling out your feet, reaching your heels closer to the mat. Keeping the arms engaged and the neck relaxed. Inhaling, stepping in between the hands, coming up halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Inhaling the arms up overhead. Exhale to back bend. Inhaling up, exhale, folding forward. Inhaling up halfway. Exhaling the hands down to the mat, stepping back to plank. Lowering onto the knees, bending the arms. Extending the arms up. Lifting the hips up and back to your down dog. Still reaching the chest towards the thighs. Reaching the tailbone up. On your next inhale, stepping in between the hands, coming up halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, bending the knees, tucking the tailbone under. Most of the weight is in the heels here. Exhale, straightening the legs and folding forward, grabbing opposite elbow and releasing the neck. Maybe swaying side to side. Inhaling up halfway, dangling those fingers over your shin, rounding the spine, looking down, and arching, looking up. Inhale, rounding the spine. Exhale, arching. Inhale, rounding. Exhale, arching. And finding that neutral spine. Barely hovering your fingers over your shins. And lowering your hands to the mat. Stepping back to your plank, lowering to the knees. Bending the elbows, tucking the toes to extend the elbows up. And lifting the hips up and back to our down dog. Inhaling, coming to a seated position, extending the legs out in front. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, folding forward, reaching your chin to your toes. Exhaling, releasing the head down. Inhaling the torso up. And using your two big fingers of your right hand to grab your big toe. Extending the leg as much as feels good without pulling on it. And releasing the toe, keeping it lifted. And releasing down. Grabbing onto the left big toe with your two big fingers and extending that leg out. And releasing the toe, keeping the leg lifted. Trying to keep the face muscles relaxed. Releasing down. Bending your legs so your feet are touching. Trying to lower those knees down, straightening the spine. And folding forward slightly, keeping the lower back straight. And rising the torso up. And extending both legs out to the side. Walking your hands out in front until you feel a stretch. Engaging your legs and pointing or flexing your feet. Walking your hands back to center, closing your legs, and shifting your weight back to the sacrum, extending arms out in front, and lifting the heels off of the mat, and slowly extending the legs out, keeping your spine straight. Lowering the legs down, bending the legs, hands behind the back and lifting up the hips, relaxing the neck, maybe rocking forwards and backwards. And lowering the hips down, bringing the weight back to the sacrum, arms in front, slowly extending the legs up. And lowering the legs down, crossing the legs, hands at the top of your mat, stepping back and going through your flow. Coming to your down dog. Taking 2 deep breaths here. And then coming to lie down on your back. Bending your legs so your feet are on the mat. Inhaling, lifting the hips up, interlacing the hands behind your back or placing them palm face down. Breathing into your belly. And releasing the hips down, lifting your feet up and bending the legs, grabbing onto the outside of your feet, maybe rocking side to side. And releasing the feet, hugging the knees into the chest and lowering them down to the right side, looking to the left. Bringing the knees back to center. Lowering them down to the left side, looking to the right. And bringing knees back to center. And inhaling the feet up. And slowly starting to lower the legs down 1 inch at a time. Opening the legs mat width distance. Pointing the toes outwards. Extending the arms out to the side, palm face up. Coming to our final Shavasana pose. Allowing yourself to find stillness in your body and mind for the next minute.
And starting to come back into your body, wiggling your toes and fingers, bending your arms and legs, and rolling onto your favorite side. Pushing up to a seated position, keeping your eyes closed and your spine straight, and bringing hands to heart center. Expressing gratitude for your practice, your mind, and your body. And bowing your head, leaving your ego below your heart. Namaste.